Guys, welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. I am sorry about the technical difficulties. For some reason, I had some of my subscribers saying that they weren't able to hear. Hopefully, you guys are able to hear me now. Welcome back to the chat, and thank you for coming back. I'm sorry. All right, so I came on because Mucker just placed out a video replying to what Erica has been alleging on him. According to Mucker, Erica seems to have been trying to play his self and Crier against one another. In the video that Mucker has put out, he also addresses the fact that Erica has actually tried to set Crier up, literally through him. He's alleging a couple of things, but he's also stating that he is going to be suing Luv'd by Erica for defamation of character, as he feels that she's completed the series on her own and it's all a lie. So we're going to go ahead and get into the video that he just uploaded, and we're going to just react from that. Again, I just want to thank you all. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. I had to restart this live literally 3 times. Hopefully you guys can hear me this time. If you're in the building, just in the room, please go ahead, thumbs up the video for your girl, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and turn on those post notification bells so that you're updated.
If I said that I was going to do something to him, show me the recording that she's trying to talk me out of it. We got to think about that. If somebody was threatened, wouldn't you try to be a voice of reason and tell them, hey, don't do that, unless you have a motive? So the next morning, 9 a.m., she texts me, and I'm so glad she texted me. Hey, she texted me this man's address. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused. I'm like, why would she send me this address? Like, that was last night, let go, cool down, I'm good. I'm thinking about something completely different. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. And if you're here, you've probably been seeing all of this crazy drama that's been going on. Now, as y'all know, y'all haven't saw me in a couple of days. And it's not because I was shying away from anything. And it's definitely not because y'all was being told the truth. I would say mostly everything that y'all was told was a lie. You really got to understand how this whole thing kicked off. It kicked off with live recordings of me hearing bits and pieces of things that I said in the heat of the moment, right? But you never got a chance to hear what was said before that. Not making excuses on anything that you heard, but we have to use our common sense and logic here. For example, one of the first parts of the series, y'all heard that I was invited to the resort. But what wasn't said, and that was smoothed up real quick too, but what wasn't said was the day that I went to the resort. The day that I was invited to the resort, and it was a crazy invitation, she got that resort for her baby daddy for his birthday. First and foremost, at that point, that was in 2020. That wasn't 2021. So her trying to act like everything just transpired last year, that is a lie. So in 2020, I showed her a few places, and we didn't have any success because of the lack of credit was very, very poor, and it's the lack of income. It wasn't there because the money came from a lawsuit, so they couldn't count that towards real money because anybody could have that. That's like somebody with a lottery. So it's not really real because it wasn't money that was actually earned. So we didn't have any success there. Now, one day, out of the blue, she called me. Don't really know me like this. She called me crying on the phone, frantic. He left me up here. I'm like, who? What are you talking about? I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. But it's just a woman out there just crying her tears out. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Luckily, I was already heading the direction that she was actually at. Me knowing that she have a child and she said she's stranded somewhere, I went to go help. So she sent me an address. Still got those, by the way. I'm gonna upload that to the next video. She sent me the address to Seven Coves Resort. I get there. I drive there. It takes me about 35, 45 minutes to get there. When I get there, she have a key in her hand, and there's a car key in her hand. And I was like, I thought you were stranded. So that was a lie. She wasn't stranded. But what's more interesting is when I actually went inside, guess what I saw? I saw her baby daddy's cake there. So you know what that means? He had just left, and he had just left with his son because apparently she started an argument with him about something. Not sure about the argument because that's not the purpose of this video, not my concern. But the point was, why would you invite a random stranger into a intimate setting like that when you don't know them for one, and when your baby daddy just left for two? Who does that? So I'm sitting there very uncomfortable at that point. You know, I'm like, dog, I just drove all this way. So now she's crying. She's trying to. Y'all ever saw how it was like a movie like to where somebody's crying and want to be consoled, and I'm like, yo, like this is hella weird. I'm like, this man probably turned it right back around. I don't know what y'all argument was about, but this is putting me in a bad situation. I don't like this. I felt very, very uncomfortable. So that's when she talked about she's pregnant with that she had found out that she's pregnant.
Hey, it's Clint Boyer. Be sure to watch NASCAR live on Fox and FS on YouTube TV.
Found out that she's pregnant with twins. And another thing that she said too, because I guess she was so emotional, vulnerable, and this one is going to be a serious one. And I don't even, the type of person that want to get to any mess, she was saying that the possibility of the baby could have been somebody else's. So maybe that's why she started the argument with him. I don't know. But she said that it was a possibility that the guy, I want to say, don't quote me, I know it was probably, I think she said the guy name could have been Lance. So I'm sure if anybody out there know this Lance guy, that y'all probably know more about it than I do. I don't know, because I don't know the guy, but she said that it was a possibility that it could be a guy by the name of Lance. I don't know. All right, but the point.
Yo, who the hell is Lance? This shit is messier than the motherfucking soap operas. You hear me?
Point is, but that just think about that though. What would have happened when I was there thinking that she's stranded and that man would have came back? How that scenario would work? I can't think of any good scenario in there. Maybe y'all can. I can't think of not one. That's a dangerous person. That was the red flag.
Yo, this man acting as if Erica been on some setups type shit.
That I should have known right off the back. Like, what kind of woman that don't know you invite you to an intimate setting like that? What kind of woman invites you right after they baby daddy have left? Because then she went and did a live after all of that stuff too. You know, so I'm like, whoa, this woman is, I don't know. You know, this is crazy. So after that, I really didn't hear much from her. But she did reach out to me one time after that. And she pretty much said, you know, thank you for coming out and all of this stuff, coming out that day, which I was still like, okay, you're welcome. But I'm still like, I don't know about all that. And then she was like, you know, and I heard that she was still trying to even then talk about her baby daddy. Her baby daddy don't want her talking to me, communicating with me. And I'm like, okay, that's fine because I'm just a realtor. And that was it. What? So now we're going to fast forward to 2021. Now let's talk about another thing. She said the baby was planned. We did not plan on having a baby. Y'all know how when you get to know someone, one of the natural things that's gonna come up is, so do you want children? That's a natural thing with anybody. It can be on the first date. And if you want something, you may say, hey, maybe in the future, maybe not. So my response to that was, if I find the right person and we're married, we come together, then yeah, maybe I can go for one more, and maybe we can, hopefully it can be a boy. And when I told her that, she talked about another famous YouTube couple. I don't want to really drop people's names like that, but a famous YouTube couple that she's obsessed with that's connected to the baby daddy. She was saying, hey, it's a process you can do that you can pick up a sex of a baby. You can pick up, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. But, I'm still like, okay, we're just having a conversation about if I wanted a baby in the future, not having a baby. So from there, I was like, so I still didn't, the red side was there. Another red flag, but I was still like, okay, whatever. And I told her, but I do not want a child right now. She was saying, I don't want no child right now either. I got a baby right now. And I'm like, okay. And I asked her questions. Okay, are you taking birth control? And she said, yes. She said in the past, I don't know if she said it in one of these videos or not, but I know she has said it because I've been quiet for a long time, letting a lot of stuff go. And y'all know one of the times she was saying that we planned the baby and we went to the doctor to see if something was wrong and all this stuff. That was a lie.
Wow.
We went to the doctor to go pick up more birth control pills.
What the? Hold on.
In fact, here's the screenshot. You can see that she was taking birth.
Let's pause these. Okay. Hey, was letting you know I'm headed to Luv'd. I'm finally moving the rest of my things out of my old place into the new place. I will be back tomorrow morning. Another text comes through. I'm here. And sent as text message came back as don't forget the birth control. And then Erica says, I have it. Another message, good morning. How's your day going so far? Erica says, good morning. It's going good. About to head back to Houston. How's your day going so far? Mucker says, it's going good. Editing pictures right now for the home listing. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Mucker been using Erica for 6. See how he tried to tell her to get the birth control and then cut her off right there? Acted as if he was interested in how her day was going, whatnot or whatever. He was using her for 6 and you too.
Control. When we were being intimate. At least she was supposed to be. Which still, I should have played my part because again, there was enough red flags to say, hey, you may want to still, do your part because at the end of the day, it's still when two people come together and do what they do, it still produces a baby. So at the end of the day, that's still on me. Even though I was lied to, even though that person said they were taking birth control, they didn't want to have no back-to-back.
Now hold up, Mucker. Hold up. Now I understand you saying Erica said she was on birth control, but at the same time, where were your condoms, sir? Where was your condom, sir? Where was your shit that should be in your wallet at all times? Where was it? No. Ain't no place and no blame on no babies now.
Here we are. All right. The next thing, I've seen a lot of messages of people saying, whole part of me wanting the baby daddy gone, right? And a lot of people ask the question, why didn't she tell him 8 months ago, right? Because this must have been like 8 months ago, right? Why y'all didn't hear a recording on that part? You know why? Because she played both of us. This woman told me that this man don't like me, which is it's fine. Nobody gotta like me. But she said that he got very emotional, saying that he don't want no dude around his child like that. I'm weak, and he want to take my life. That's what she's saying. And I'm like, dang, that's pretty deep. That's pretty extreme. But somebody want to take your life just by being around their child. Because at the end of the day, this is stuff that I was doing, y'all. I was buying double diaper bags, double diapers, double Similac. I had a baby crib at my place. I bought a baby crib at my parents' place. I'm buying all this stuff, toys, spending so much time with both of the children at the time. But especially, I had a very, very strong connection with the baby. So all of this stuff really, too, broke my heart. We were very tight. So I was like, why would somebody feel that way? That seems like him wanting to do something to me seemed like it was an extreme response. But now that I'm looking back at it, he probably didn't even say that. So she told him that I wanted to do something to him, and she told me that he wanted to do something to me. So she just tried to pit two brothers against each other, and for what? Like, think about that. And I'm gonna have receipts too, because I know at this point her whole goal was to produce a whole bunch of live recordings that have nothing to do with nothing to do with this alleged choking thing that she talked about. None of that. She produced every receipt under the sun except the one that she's saying that happened. Y'all gotta think, how does that make sense? Now we're gonna get back to that though. Now check this out though. So she had told me that a particular evening about that part. So of course, you know, y'all already heard bits and pieces on my side, whatever. Heat of the moment, shouldn't have said it, right? Shouldn't have said anything. And it was all in the heat of the moment. And obviously, overnight thought about it, like, man, you know what? I'm not worried about none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let go, let God, pray about it, you know, because I wasn't there. I don't know if the man really said it or not. And I'm just going,
well, I thought he don't believe in God. Now he talking about let it go and let God. Child.
let that be. But you know what she do? 9 in the morning, the next day, you know what she do? She sent me this man's address. So that's why y'all didn't hear nothing before the recording. And check this out. If I said that I was going to do something to him, show me the recording that she's trying to talk me out of it. We got to think about that. If somebody was threatened, wouldn't you try to be a voice of reason and tell them, hey, don't do that, unless you have a motive or an agenda? And that is scary. That's very scary. Now I'm looking back at it now, you know what I mean? So, yeah, me and this brother, we shouldn't have no beef. For what? Like, it doesn't even make any sense. So she's been calculating this play for a very long time, which is crazy. So the defamation of lawsuit is definitely coming. That's why y'all never seen no recording on that. That's a dangerous person. And she said she got recordings on her manager. She got recordings on other YouTubers. She said she definitely have more recordings on the baby daddy. What type of person just go around recording people? You know, who does that? Do anybody out there do that? Do any other content creators out there do that? Because it's not. I don't think it's. I know it's not a regular sensible person thing. So anybody who's out there, y'all had a conversation with this individual, best believe it's recorded. It reminds me of Training Day. You know, it's like, you know, when he say, I put cases on all y'all. And it was coming to find out she was always having other people on the phone calls with me that's coming out later on, like subscribers hitting me up, showing me messages, showing me recordings of my voice. She would three-way a subscriber to listen in on our phone calls. She would three-way and put other content creators on there. I've heard.
Did y'all hear when he said that she has other recordings that's going to be coming out later on? Am I the only person that heard him say that? As if he know about the other recordings that's coming? I'm going to rewind it just a little bit because I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Type of person just go around recording people. You know, who does that? Do anybody out there do that? Do any other content creators out there do that? Because I don't think I know it's not a regular sensible person thing. So anybody who's out there, y'all had a conversation with this individual, best believe it's recorded. It reminds me of Training Day. You know, it's like, you know, when he's saying, I'm putting cases on all y'all. And it was coming to find out she was always having other people on the phone calls with me that's coming out later on, like subscribers hitting me up short.
Did y'all hear him? That's coming out later on.
Messages, showing me recordings of my voice. She would three-way a subscriber to listen in on our phone calls. She would three-way and put other content creators on there. I've heard a few say it. You know, she had conversations with all of them in spin stories and Twitter. I know she talked to Jake's ReAction tons of times because I heard it on Jake's ReAction video. She was saying like how this woman talked on the phone at least 3, 4, 5 times and threw away to call in. She'll call her with my mom on the line. Like she'll call her and my mom and listen in. My sister. I remember the videos and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Who does that? Who calls somebody's mother and record it and three-way in somebody on there and don't tell them? Who calls somebody's sister? Like, who does this? Y'all tell me because I don't know.
Blue Moon.
He trying to make Erica look like she's psycho, y'all.
Y'all want to keep it all the way 100. We're going to keep it all the way 100. So back to the 9 a.m. I don't want to get off track because this is very serious. So the very next day, she hit me up, text message too. And thank God, because otherwise y'all going to be like, oh, I don't believe nothing he's saying. People, anybody's opinion on me doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters is God's, because I'm God's child. My fiance, because I'm with her and we love each other like crazy. My beautiful children, my bonus children. Anything outside of that, it doesn't really affect anything. So I'm not doing this to clean up an image for YouTube. I'm telling y'all the truth because at this point, the lies is just gonna steamroll, you know. So I don't know if, you know, she's trying to get something with Tyler Perry or what, you know, because who plays sad music and cry if it's a serious thing? Who does that? If you're sad, and that's fine. But you're not going to put sad music in. You're not going to slow-mo crying if you're really crying. We can't keep letting this person that's already known to be a liar and a manipulator do this. Because she already talked about that too. Just another, you know, fun fact. She definitely said that her audience, she had talked real reckless about the audience too. Said that y'all don't believe anything she put out. She said the only way y'all don't believe anything is if her baby daddy do it. She said other than that, if it ain't pitting against him, she got y'all. She talk about y'all. She don't look at y'all as family. She talk.
Damn! Mucker! Now, Mucker, you ain't had to tell Erica damn subscribers on. Mucker said, damn, she be talking about y'all.
Talk about y'all bad. So I just want to throw that out there too. But now, so back to the 9 a.m. So the next morning, 9 a.m., she texts me, and
he ain't mentioned shit about him choking this girl yet. Nothing.
So glad she texted me. Hey, she texted me this man's address. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused. I'm like, why would she send me this address? Like, that was last night. Let go. Cool down. I'm good. I'm thinking about something completely different. She sent me this man's address. You know what she do after that? She called me. And she obsessed. She's obsessed with that. I don't want to put other people's name into this, but she's obsessed with his children. Y'all know who his children is, right? She's obsessed with them. She was mad at the baby daddy's son because he had called her out on the whole vanishing twin thing. So she was so upset that he called her out that she said, you know what you should do? Don't get him today. You know what you should do? You should wait till that man's birthday. I don't even know this man's birthday. I don't know this man. Do you think I'm thinking about another man's birthday? This woman is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So let me back up just a little bit. So she not only did she say that, she said, but if you want to get him before that, he gonna be at the corner store. He gonna be buying cigarettes. He's gonna be buying scratch offs. She said, if you sitting at that corner store in the morning time, you can get him. And I was like, whoa.
Hold up. Y'all, I should hope and pray that Erica don't allow YouTube to make her get to the point to where she ready to try to set anybody up if she have to in the end, especially Damien, because I don't even understand why she would tell him about his whereabouts like that, what time of the day he's there, like that right there. Now that is a red flag for me. If you giving out somebody's personal information like that and their whereabouts, because something could have, say he was crazy type, something could have actually popped off for real.
See, but she picked up the phone and said that part because obviously I'm not recording anybody. I don't know. And I'm like, okay. So that's in October. That's when I was like, okay, you know what? This person is toxic. But not only are they toxic, but I can easily get hurt. It could have been me. It could have been him. This is a dangerous situation. I need to go ahead and go on, kick rocks, right? Now, you know what I did? That was the day that I made a conscious decision that I can't do this. We gonna have to go on do something different. So you know what I did? I'm trying to stay peaceful, trying to keep the peace because she'll make an argument about anything in a minute. So I told her, hey, can you do me this one favor? Can you go get a pregnancy test? You know, it's a lot going on. We going back and forth. We arguing all the time. Let's just see what we at on, you know what I'm saying? Because you more emotional than what you usually are. I know you've been saying you've been taking the pills and everything. I take my pills. I'm like, yeah, but you kind of on edge in a different way. She's like, why do you want me to take a test? I'm like, just please take the test. I'll pay for it. Ain't no big deal. All right, I'll take the test. She takes the test.
Well, I think Mucker kind of lie about that because if we recall, remember Erica showed up at his house with the kids and then the 2 pregnancy tests, and he act like he didn't even know why Erica was there. So then she told him that she might be pregnant, but now he's acting like he is the one that told her to go to the store and get the pregnancy test. What? Whew.
She comes to my place and take a test. Walk in the restroom. When I say she wasn't in there, not even 10 seconds, and came back out and said, I'm not pregnant, you good. Oh, when she said something about that, see what I mean by adding half truths? How she said that she add a little bit and not tell the real truth?
But you ain't talking about nothing
like,
that she
take a test that fast. That don't even make sense. The toilet didn't even flush. So how can that even be true? So anyway, she was like, I'm not pregnant. You good. Gave me the test. And that was on, I want to say that was October 13th. So based on the timelines on when she said she was pregnant, she would have had to be pregnant then, and the test would have shown positive at that time. So she straight up lied again. And I can believe I have a screenshot to show that she said that she wasn't pregnant and she was trying.
All right, y'all. So again, you did all of that for what? I really want to know. Then can you talk for a quick sec, or are you on the phone? It sounds like well, she's coming back and somebody says cool. And then Erica says, I'm not pregnant, but I'm about to call you and tell you why. He responds, on the phone with my mom. I'll call you right back. She says, okay, don't know if I lost service, but cool. Talk to you later. Don't know if I lost service again, but cool. Talk to you later. And then I see, yes, we'll talk later, but then there are messages that are at the bottom that I can't
give
see.
me a reason why. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like something like, it's weird. It's weird. That's all I'm going to say. So she did see the screen. She did text me that she was not pregnant later on that day, because I still asked her, I'm like, that test, like, are you sure that you didn't take 4 tests that day?
Stream live TV from 85 plus channels and save up to $500.
She was, I'm not, you good. Y'all, she lied about last year saying that her baby daddy beat her and all that type of stuff. Doesn't it sound familiar? Doesn't it sound like this is like deja vu? But the only difference is she still haven't produced not even a recording to even hear anything. And if y'all go back to the
she not
videos, not the lives that she's doing right now, not the series that she's doing with herself. If y'all go to the original videos, you'll see where she had lied about it, talking about that the only reason that she had told her baby daddy that was she wanted to see would he get his son. How does that make sense? Why would he want to get his son because you're getting choked? Like, the lies is just piling up. The lies are just piling up. And y'all can remember last year, you know, she was doing she did like 3 videos on the baby daddy, and they was out lie after lie after lie. Now, y'all gotta ask yourself, what incentive would I have by her bringing another brother down that she have a baby with? How does that make me look good? How does that stop me from a choking allegation if she brings another brother down? How the both don't even click. So it doesn't make sense. That's why I never brought nobody else in it. When I'm talking about something, it's all about me. So that's how it always is. So she did the same thing to that brother last year. The same exact thing. All to find out everything was a lie. She's just on 7 parts on me. You know why? It's still going. Because she said, I'm happy over here.
Stop it.
I'm drama free over here. The kids are happy. All y'all see is upgrades, elevation, black excellence. And it's eating her to the core because these are the things that she said that she wanted to do. She wanted to be. She said she wanted to be a motivational person, a motivational speaker. But every time she try to do something positive, she don't get any views because she's known for drama. And y'all know that. If it ain't no drama attached, she's not getting any views. That's the real reality. And she know that. So I think it's eating her to the core that when she see either myself or anybody else that posts positive things and getting a significant amount of views with our love is eating up to the point. We're done. That's it. We're done. Let it go. Let go of that hurt. Let go of that bitterness. Pray. And God can help you and see you through this. Just like He's seeing me through this right now. I'm only responding right now because the people do deserve the truth. You know, because right now, and I'm okay. I know my heart. I know, and things are just, doors are still opening up. Since then, I still got tons of sponsorships. They still rocking with me because they know your pedigree. You've been around a long time, and everything associated with you is drama. You didn't change. You just found a way to clean it up and make it look a little bit better. You just served them boo-boo in a bowl. That's all it was. So the defamation of character lawsuit is already in play, and I want y'all to understand something. Again, I never said that I was a perfect person. Never. However, what she tried to make me to be by playing old recordings from last year, and as I said in another video, I was in a dark spot. I said a lot of stuff I didn't mean. That was words. They were ugly words, but it was words. The person who I thought was my woman at the time, that I thought I can confide in and have conversations in the privacy of my home, I didn't know that everything is going to be a recording. So again, this year is a new year, and just like a lot of people went through a lot of stuff last year. So just like I'm sure a lot of y'all are work in progress, this year is a better year for y'all. You know, so speaking of for me, that's what I was telling y'all. Every single Sunday, me and baby go to church and everything. So all we can do is work on ourselves every single day. And if you're gonna write somebody off for something they did last year, what do you think God is gonna do to you? Like, aren't we all sinners? Like, do we all got something to work on? No, I'm confused. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know the perfect person that's walking on planet Earth right now, because I haven't met them. So as long as I have breath in me, I'm going to always be imperfect, but yet I'm going to always strive to be a better person. And that starts with controlling your environment. So my environment is peaceful. Everybody who's in my circle is peaceful. I don't have any drama in any direction. I get to control that. I get to control how I respond to things. And that's it. Either you love me or you don't. But that's what all I got for you guys. You know, like, we all gonna always have something to work on. That's never gonna change. All right, so I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get part 2 of y'all tomorrow. I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna try to get part 2 of y'all tomorrow, because y'all definitely need to know about the truth on what happened on there. For all y'all that want more details about this alleged choking, stay tuned to tomorrow. I got something for y'all.
Now, y'all, I don't know if they all doing a motherfucking series together or what the hell is going on, okay? Because I could swear this guy ain't mentioned nothing that Erica spoke about in that last video, but then he talk about he trying to sue a goddamn motherfucker. What he gonna sue for? Sir, the girl said you choke her. You don't understand. Once you answer that one question, that's all people really want to know. Did you put your hands around Erica's neck? If it was not your hand, was it your arm? Did you choke her, sir? That's all people want to know. At the end of the day, all Mucker did was tell everybody what Creole Bay wanted him to tell everybody, and that's so they could save face for some of these damn sponsorships that they supposedly got. And maybe that's why they're saying also, you know, is more to come, because they might even already have sponsorship for that damn low wedding that they're supposedly going to be having around here. You understand? And the end of the day, he's only trying to clean up his act for him. He hasn't answered any of the questions that Erica has placed out there, any of the allegations. All he's saying is that he already got in the works to sue her. He's trying to make it look like Erica was literally trying to set fucking Cry up. I mean, on some murder for hire shit around here, if you ask me. Except he claiming she wasn't gonna be paying nothing. She was just given the information, okay, so he could do whatever he wanted to do. Like the story just ain't even adding up for me. The math ain't math, and all of a sudden he's so godly. Well, goddamn, you wasn't godly before. I mean, I know God work on you and everything, but I mean, he ain't work on you this fast, according to what Erica was telling her she had been dealing with, she had been going through. I mean, come on. Come on now. Now, Mucker, you just ain't making no sense to the people right now. And you just not. Everything sounds forced. Everything sounds forced to fix you. Okay? Everything sounds forced to make you sound good. And what the people and I would like to know, Mucker, is did you put your hands on Erica? Did you choke Erica out? That's all. Did you do it? Because if you did, you yet to have even apologized for that. And even if you're going to say that you did, we don't understand what took you so long to say that. You could have said that long time ago. Long time ago. So at this point, Mucker, nobody believes you. Everybody thinks that everything is just a forced situation. The things that you're talking about, the things that you're discussing, it does not add up. It does not add up, okay? And for you saying you was headed that way when Erica was up at that cabin and that situation went down with Cryer, I mean, come on now. I'm pretty sure that that's just something that you said because y'all were already planning a YouTube video. Little and behold, you were only using this young lady for sex and for YouTube to make money off of her. Those two things you were using it because when you sent her the text message clearly asking her about her day, and within 2 seconds, you just flipped the script like, don't forget to get the birth control. Like, motherfucker, like, why is you even laying down with me if you concerned about me getting up with a baby? And then karma hit your ass because the baby you didn't want to get up with is a whole baby that's now been created and almost here going to be born. So I don't get it, Mucker. I don't get it with you at all. I don't know why Creole Bay keep on with this mess, trying to assist you in fixing up some bullshit that both of y'all got your hand in. And right now, to be honest, you and Creole Bay are mirroring each other. Okay, y'all are mirroring each other. So y'all gonna catch hell. Y'all gonna catch HELL. Okay? Y'all gonna catch hell because y'all are the same people. You out here muckering, suckering people, Creole Bay inside of people fucking DMs acting like she ain't no damn body, and then all of a sudden pop up somebody on the internet, her ex-husband talking about her. All of a sudden you come to her, you ride off into the sunset on the white horse and everything and help fix and heal her all of a sudden. And then y'all end up healing together from Damien and fucking Erica, two people that already been dating each other before the fuck y'all two start dating each other. And y'all number dating them too. And now y'all gonna get together. Make the shit make sense for everybody because it really doesn't. I don't give a fuck how much teeth Creole Bay show us on fucking YouTube. This shit does not make no sense at all. At all, and it adding up the goddamn math ain't mathing. It ain't mathing. And we want to know if you choke Erica. That's all we want to know. Did you choke Erica? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look for you to put out your so-called part 2. You claim Erica doing a series by herself. but it sounds like you're now inside of the series. She's pulled your ass right on the fucking there with her, because you got a part 2 coming, right? You got a part 2 coming. That means you done got dragged all in there. Just drag your ass right on in there. You want to be YouTube famous? She making you YouTube famous, boo-boo. She's making you YouTube famous. Okay? You want to be Pastor Mucker? Child, all the people at the church gonna be calling you sucker mucker, because they ain't gonna forget. You know the church people is not gonna forget this shit. Okay? If all this shit come back true, you know the church people ain't gonna play with your ass. They're gonna talk like they talk about everybody else. You gonna get it too. And that's it, and that's that on face. They gonna mess your name up too. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about trying to follow no past that already got the shits going on, the shenanigans before he even hit the door. No, we don't need him in the pulpit. No, and let the church say amen on no. Denied. So okay, if that is what you and Creole Bay is trying to get up here, so she can be first lady, I don't think it's going to work, because if these people hear that you have been plopping your hands down on Erica, trust me, if you done choke her, honey, that was not the first time, and it was definitely not going to be the last in that relationship. Sisters, go ahead and dodge them damn fists. That's all she does. She done dodged them fists. And if I've been Erica, I'll keep going the other way, honey. When you start that fucking chopping people and hitting people and shit like that, fuck that. Okay? No. The answer is no. We are not abusing one another in this bitch, okay? Because we don't know that abusing could go to murder, a homicide. Honey, I don't want none of it. No parts of it. And I don't blame Erica to not want she don't want no 48 hours. Erica said she trying to make it on YouTube, not fucking first 48. Okay? So sis did the right thing. She ran in the other direction. Baby and all. I taking you and me. You go with me, I go with you. Bam. In it. So I just hope at the end of the day, you're not trying to get Erica and Cry to go against each other, because I kind of get that too. You might be trying to get them to start fussing and stuff. All of a sudden now you're going to say, why would Erica want 2 brothers? Now Cry is your fucking brother tonight. Nigga, Cry ain't never been your brother through this whole fucking process. And you know what real men do? Real men, when they're involved with a female and they're involved with younger children, at some point you've got to come together for birthday parties and all that. So it seems like there would have already been some type of communication between you and Crier. Okay? It shouldn't have still been no goddamn problems. Because real men just don't do. You got on here tonight and you chirp like a motherfucking bird. Only bitches do that. You did some bitch nigga shit tonight by getting on the internet and letting Creole Babe push your ass up to chirp. To chirp. And you done chirp so much that you done chirp your ass into a part 2 that got to come. Because we, the people, is still out here and we ain't get the answer to the question. Which was, did you choke fucking Erica? Did you choke him? We ain't care how you did him. We just want to know if you did it. Okay? That's all we want to know, Mucker. But we're going to see you tomorrow, too. We're going to see you tomorrow, and we don't want no more lies. Okay? You put clear up here. Y'all want some truth, and you ain't give us shit. We ain't get a damn thing tonight. Okay? We ain't get nothing. Everybody's still confused about everything. And the only one thing they want to know is that Erica get fucking choked. Did you choke her, Mucker the fucking sucker? Okay? All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me. I love each and every one of you. If you are still in the room, please go ahead, thumbs up the video for your girl. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notification bells, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Once Lil Mucker the Sucker drop part 2, y'all. It's supposedly coming soon. He trying to act like he busy and shit. Like he might get to it tomorrow, he might not. Trying to lie again. I love you. Mwah. See you guys soon.